Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear second intermediate student, our lecture today is about solving the question and exercise of the last subject. Today we're going to solve the exercise of reflection and rotation. The last subject we take the reflection and we have two kinds of reflection, vertical and horizontal reflection. The reflection with x and y axis. Then we take the rotation. Also we have three kinds of rotation. Rotation 90 degree and rotation 180 degree and rotation 270 degree. So we will solve the exercise of these subjects. Question number one, he told us to copy the figure in the coordinate plane, then draw their image about reflection line if the point are. Question number, we have this point. First we have to draw or determine the point in the coordinate plane. Then after this we have to find the reflection of this point with respect to x axis. لازم أول شيء نحدد النقاط على المستوى الاحداثي، بعدين نجد انعكاسه طبعا بالنسبة لمحور x. Here we have horizontal reflection. Then also we have to draw the reflection point. أيضا نحدد نقاط الانعكاس أو صورة الشكل بعد الانعكاس. So the point 2.2 or 2, 2 and 4, this is the point A and this is B, and C is 4, 2. So we have a right angle triangle. The figure is a right angle triangle. We have to find the reflection of this point A, B and C with respect to x or with x axis. As we say, the reflection with respect to x axis, the sign of y will be changed. يعني الانعكاس حول x مثل ما أخذنا سابقا هي إشارة y راح تقلب. Then A 2, its reflection point, let's call it A dash, 2 minus 2. Why? Because reflection with x, with respect to x axis, the sign of y will be changed. The second point B, 4, its reflection point will be 4 minus 4. The third point C is 4, 2. Also its reflection point C dash is 4 minus 2. So this point, after we find the reflection of this point or of the figure, we also determine it in the coordinate plane. The first point 2 minus 2. 2, x is 2 positive, then we go to the right. And y is minus 2, we go downward 2 steps. This is A dash. B dash is 4 minus 4. This is 4 and minus 4. Here is minus 4. B dash. And C dash 4 minus 2. This is the point C dash. So this is the reflection image of the triangle ABC. Also by the same way we will solve question number 2. Exactly, we will use the same way. But here we have reflection with y-axis. The point of question 2. In question 2 we have a figure with a 3 point. A minus 5, 2, and B minus 2, 4, and C minus 4 and 6. Reflection with y axis. Also we have to first we have to determine the point in the coordinate plane, then find its reflection. We will draw a coordinate plane. Determine the point. Minus 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus, that means we go to the left. Why? Because x is minus 5 point. Then 2 upward. This is A. B is minus 2, 4. Minus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is B, and C is minus 4, 6. This is the figure which is also triangle. Now to find its reflection with respect to y. when we find a reflection of any point with respect to y, that means we have to change the sign of y, of x, of the first part. انعكاس حول y يعني غير إشارة x الجزء الأول. a dash a is minus 5 2. Reflection with y, that means we change the sign of x part. It will be a dash 5 2. Why? The second part is still as itself, but the first part we have to change its sign because the reflection is with respect to y. B is minus 2 4. And b dash 2 4. When I said that we have to find the reflection with x-axis or on y-axis or x-axis, on y-axis that means we have to find the reflection around the y-axis. يعني عندما أقول الانعكاس حول y يعني نجد الانعكاس حول أو دائرة يعني مثل ما أقول المحور y، فراح المفروض الصورة تجي هنا حتى نتأكد إن احنا صح. مثل ما وجدنا هنا الانعكاس حول x يعني حول المحور العمودي x، فالصورة نفس بس تقلب مثل ما قلنا مرآة هي، هو هذا الانعكاس. Now determine the point 5 1 2 3 4 5 2. That's a dash. B dash 2 4. And C is minus, we change the sign, 4 6. C dash. This is the reflection of the figure around x-axis. By the same way exactly we solve the question number 3. Also I have to find the reflection line is x, that means the reflection line هو يعني خط الانعكاس هو حول x، يعني انعكاس حول x. By the same way exactly it will be solved like the question number 1, but in this question number 3 we have 4 points not 3. عندنا بس 4 نقاط مو 3، يعني الشكل 4 واحد. But it's exactly solved by the same way. Now we will take a question number 4. In question number 4 we have to find the image of the point 2 minus 1. We have the point 2 minus 1. In the following cases, we have many cases. Point 2 minus 1. For the question number 4, rotation 90 degree anti-clockwise. About the one. When I told you to find the rotation of any point, the rotation degree is 90, and anti-clockwise we will use the rule of rotation 90 degree or 90 degree, that means rotation 90 degree of the point. Instead of xy we put the point 2 minus 1. Rotation 90 degree we have to change the يعني put x instead y and y instead x, right? We will change them. Then it will be minus 1 and 2. Then change the sign of the of the first part. That means minus 1 will become 1. Why? By using the rule. تريدون نكتبوا first, write the rule. This is the rule. So R 90 degree of 2 minus 1 anti-clockwise يعني عكس عقارب الساعة راح نستخدم change x instead y and y instead x. Then change the sign of the first part. Then minus 2 will become minus 1 will become y. The same point we have to find its rotation 180 clockwise. And since we know that the rotation of the of 180 for clockwise or anti-clockwise have the same rule. الانعكاس عفوا الدوران 180 هو نفس مع عقرب الساعة وعكس عقرب الساعة. إنه الفكرة شنو؟ إن الروtation 180 of any point x, y, the point is 2 minus 1, the point is still as itself, x and y, sorry, 2 minus 1, but we change the sign of the two part. نفس النقطة تبقى كما هي، ما تغير x بدل y، ولكن اشنو الإشارات مال x وال y تختلف. Then 2 will become minus 2 and minus 1 will become 1. The question number 6, for the same point 2 minus 1, we have to find the rotation 270 degree clockwise. Rotation 270 for a point. The point is 2 minus 1. And the rotation 270, it's like the rotation 90. We have to change x instead y and y instead x. Then it will become 2 minus 1, sorry, and 2. But here we have a clockwise or anti-clockwise. Clockwise, that we have to change the sign of the second part. Sorry, of the first part. That's meaning minus 1 will become 1. We notice that the rotation 270 and rotation 90 anti-clockwise, the rule of rotation 90 degree anti-clockwise equal the or exactly like the rotation 270 clockwise, and the rotation 270 anti-clockwise like the rotation 90 degree clockwise. يعني قاعدة التدوير أو الدوران 90 درجة عكس عقرب الساعة تساوي قاعدة الدوران 270 ولكن مع عقرب الساعة، وقاعدة الدوران 270 عكس عقرب الساعة تساوي قاعدة مو هذه القاعدة، يعني إذا كانت عكس عقرب الساعة 270 تساوي اللي مع عقرب الساعة 90 درجة. Now question number 7, we have this point. A is the point A is the point 1 minus 2 and B is the point 3 minus 2 and C is the point 1 minus 4. These are vertices of triangle. Since we have 3 points, so the shape will be triangle. Find the rotation by 90 degree clockwise about the origin. في هذا السؤال مطلوب إيجاد دوران للنقاط الآتية اللي هي تمثل مثلث، يعني لازم نجد دوران لكل نقطة من النقاط حتى نجد دوران الشكل طبعا مثل حل السؤال السابق. But for the point, for this point, and the rotation 90 degree clockwise. Since we will use the same rule for these 3 points, so we will write the rule of 90 degree of any point xy 90 degree clockwise. Clockwise يعني مع عقرب الساعة، فتكون القاعدة الأولى اللي هي أخذناها. بما أن دوران عقرب الساعة يقلب النقطة x بدل y y بدل x. We put y instead of x and x instead of y. They change the sign of the second part. Applying this on the point, so the rotation 90 degree or A 1 minus 2. Its rotation A dash is change x instead y and y instead x. Minus 2 minus 1. Here we change x instead y and y instead x. Put x instead y. ضعنا x بدل y و y بدل x. بعدين غير إشارة الجزء الثاني. B is the point 3 minus 2. B dash is the reflection point of B. Put x instead y and y instead x, then change the sign of y, which is minus 3. Also, the point C is 1 minus 4, C dash minus 4 and minus 1. The point C dash will be minus 4 minus 1 is the reflection image of the triangle. Now we will take the second part of this exercise, which is solve the exercise. And question number 9. Also we have copy the figure in the coordinate plane, then draw their image about reflection line if the point. Also we have a 3 point. We have to find its reflection, determine the point in the coordinate plane, the points in the coordinate plane, then find its reflection with line x-axis or y-axis. Then after that we determine the point in the coordinate plane. In question number 9 we have a 3 point. A is 1, 1 and B 6, 1 and the point C is 1, 5. We have to find the reflection with x-axis or reflection line. The reflection line here we have. The reflection line is x-axis. It's like the question of make sure of your understanding. Also first we have to determine the point, this point in the coordinate plane. 1, 1, this is the point A. 1, 1 and B 6, 1 and the point C is 1, 5. The figure is a triangle. Reflection with or the reflection line is x-axis. That means the reflection with respect or over x-axis or with respect the x-axis. When we have to find reflection of any point with respect to x or over the x-axis, we change the sign of y. انعكاس حول x نجي نغير إشارة y. Then the point A 1, 1 is reflection over x is the point A dash 1 minus 1. We change the sign of y. B 6, 1 the reflection B dash 6 minus 1. Now the point C is 1, 5. The reflection of the point C is C dash 1 minus 5. Now determine this point in the coordinate plane 1 minus 1. X is 1 and y is minus 1, so you go downward. That is A dash. And B is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 1. And C is 1 minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is C dash. As I told you before, reflection in x-axis or reflection line is x. That means the reflection of the figure around the x-axis. انعكاس حول x يعني انعكاس الشكل اللي يكون حول المحور x. Number 10 also will be solved by the same way. We have a 3 point. We have to find the reflection, but with respect to y. But I will leave it as homework on you, and I will take question number 10. And question number 10 we have 4 points. That meaning the figure polygon have 4 sides. يعني الشكل راح يكون رباعي، احتمال يعني مربع أو مضلع رباعي. The point A is minus 3, 2. B is minus 2, 4. And C is minus 1, 4. And D minus 1, 2. Reflection with y-axis. First we have to determine the point. the points. 4 point minus 3 1 2 3 4 minus 3 2 1 2. This is the point, sorry, this is the point, minus 3 2. That is A. B is minus 2 4 minus 2, we go to the left 2 steps, and minus 4 we go upward 4 steps. And C is minus 1 4, sorry, C is minus 1 4, yes, this is minus 1 and this is 4, and D is minus 1 2. This is minus 1 and this is 2. So this is the figure. هذا هو الشكل. I told you the figure is polygon have 4 sides. مظلة يحتوي على 4 أضلاع. يعني مو شرط إنه يكون مستطيل أو مربع. هنا هو شبه منحرف قائم الزاوية. شوفوا هذا الضلع القائم B وهاي القاعدة العليا والسفلى. Now to find its reflection with respect to y, or reflection line is y-axis. That meaning we have to change the sign of x. In reflection over y-axis, the sign of x will be changed. انعكاس حلوين غير إشارة x عفوا. فناقصا 3 2. Its reflection a dash is 3 2 غير إشارة x كان سالب صار موجب. And b is minus 2 4. b dash will be 2 and 4, and C is minus 1 4, C dash is 1 4, and D, the point is minus 1 2, its reflection image D dash is 1 2. Now determine this point, the reflection point, over on the coordinate plane. 3 minus 2. Sorry, راح يكون هنا. Yes, 3 1 2 3 4. This is a 3 and 2. This is the point A dash. The other point is 2 4. This is 2. And this is 4. One, two, three, 4. This is the point B. And the point C is 1 4. 1 4 B dash, and this is C dash. And the point D dash is 1 2. So this is the reflection image of the trapezoid, which with the right angle. الشكل هو مثل ما قلنا شبه منحرف قائم الزاوية, right angle trapezoid. انعكاسه or its reflection line, the reflection line y axis, يعني انعكاس حوله وين راح يكون. فهذا هو صورته أو رسمه بالانعكاس. Now the next question we have to find the image of the point. We have also a point is 2 minus 1. We have to find the image of this point in the following cases. Rotation 270 degree clock. Sorry, anti-clockwise. مطلوب من عندنا إيجاد انعكاس النقطة 2 سالب 1. هي نفس النقطة اللي أخذناها بالمجموعة الأولى, بس إيش من الحالات تختلف هنا. الحالة هنا rotation 270 anti-clockwise. 270 anti-clockwise يعني دوران أو تدوير للنقطة 270 درجة عكس عقرب الساعة. فالدوران للنقطة 270 درجة للنقطة 2 سالب 1 وعكس عقرب الساعة. احنا نعرف الدوران إذا كان 90 أو 270 x put x instead y and y instead x، يعني نخلي x بدل y و y بدل x، فتصير سالب 1 2. لكن هنا الدوران 270 لازم تحفظون هاي الحالات مع الدوران 90 مع وعكس عقرب الساعة، 270 مع وعقرب الساعة. هنا عكس عقرب الساعة. That means we have to change the sign of the next part, of the second part. It will become -2. And 13, rotation 90 degree clockwise about the origin. تدور النقطة 2 سالب 1 90 درجة مع عقرب الساعة. زين، احنا نعرف as we know the rotation 90 degree of any point we have to change x instead y and y instead x. نغير x بدل y و y بدل x. Now we have to change to change the sign of the second part. As I told you previously, rotation 270 anti-clockwise equal the rotation 90 with the clockwise. قاعدة التدوير 270 عكس عقرب الساعة تساوي قاعدة التدوير 90 مع عقرب الساعة، راح تكون -2. Now 14 we have to find the rotation of the point 180 degree clock or anti-clockwise. And since the rotation 180 clockwise or anti-clockwise have the same rule, that means R represent for rotation and 100 degree, the rotation degree for the point 2 -1, x and y is still at itself, تبقى بأماكنهم, but we have to change the sign of the two part. Then 2 will become -2 and -1 will become 1. This is the rotation, or how to find the rotation of any point with respect, rotation 90 or 70 degree, 270 or 180 degree. Now in question number 15, we have this point 1, 3, and the point -1, 4, and the point 3, -1 are vertices of triangle, رؤوس مثلث. Find the image of triangle rotated 180 anti-clockwise about the origin ones and then clockwise. نجد طبعا هذه هي نقاط تمثل رؤوس مثلث. نجد انعكاس دوران للنقاط هذه 180 درجة مع عكس عقرب الساعة مرة ومع عقرب الساعة مرة. يعني راح نطبق قاعدة الدوران لدرجة هنا 180 درجة عكس عقرب الساعة مرة نطبقها ومع عقرب الساعة. Then the first point 1 3 هنا rotated or rotation 180 anti-clockwise. Since the rule of 180 clockwise and anti-clockwise are the same, so we will use the same rule. The point, the x and y, we don't have to change the x instead y or y instead x. x y يكون كما هم، ما يحتاج نغير واحد بدل الآخر. بس actually we have to change the sign of the two part. Now -1, 4 will become, we use the same rule, -1 will become 1 and 4 will become -4. And 3 -1, 3 -1, we don't have to change the point, x instead y, but we have to change the y of the two part. 3 will become -3 and -1 will become 1. Now rotation 180 clockwise. The rotation, the point, the reflection point is exactly like the rotation 180 anti-clockwise. ليش؟ لأنه قاعدة مثل ما قلنا لكم the rule of rotation 180 anti-clockwise equal or same the rule of rotation 180 clockwise. So 1 3 will become minus 1 3. Change the sign of the two parts x and y, and minus 1 4 will become 1 minus 4, and 3 minus 1 will become minus 3 and 1. This is the reflection of the the rotation of triangle 180 clockwise and anti-clockwise. Now we will solve the question and exercise of solve the problems. Question number 16. I read the question. Every Thursday, students stand to raise the flag. Karim, who stands on the point, minus 3. Karim stand in the point, minus 3. Decided to turn with angle 270 clockwise. He turned his point. He turned his point with angle 270 clockwise. That meaning we have a rotation with 270 degree with clockwise or clockwise. About the origin, what is the point he stopped after the turning? Turn يعني هنا انعطاف أو دوران يقصد به تدوير. تدوير شنو؟ 270 درجة. So rotation 270 of any point minus 3. We have here we have the rotation 270 degree. So we will use the rule of rotation 270 and clockwise. Rotation 270 clockwise. So in rotation 270 we change x instead y and y instead x. So the point will become minus 3 minus 3. وضعنا x بدل y. السالب 3 تصير ثاني وحدة والثلاثة تصير أول وحدة. وأشني مع عقرب الساعة التغيير شلون راح يكون بالإشارة لل 270؟ إشارة الجزء الأول the sign of the first part will be changed. So this is the point. That meaning the point. أو إيش راح نكتبه؟ minus 3 and minus 3 is the point that منو إيش اسمه؟ that Karim stop after the turning. النقطة سالب 3 هي نقطة وقوف كريم بعد الدوران أو الانعطاف 270 درجة ومع عقرب الساعة. Question number 17. The figure shows the position of the refrigerator on the point 2 minus 2. Jamil wanted to move it with 180 anti-clockwise. Find the position of the refrigerator after the moving. عندنا ثلاجة موضوعة بمكان معين في البيت. موقع هذه النقطة الموضوعة فيها هي minus 2 minus 2. We want to change the position of the refrigerator 180 anti-clockwise. The point is 2 minus 2. Then the reflection or rotation 180 degree for the point 2 minus 2. Anti-clockwise or with a clockwise For 180 we have the same rule. إذا كان دوران 180 درجة مع عقرب الساعة أو عكس عقرب الساعة في 180 قلنا هي نفس القاعدة. X and Y still as itself. الاثنين والسالب اثنين يبقون مكانهم, but we have to change the sign للجزئين. ف 2 will become minus 2 and minus 2 will become 2. So this is the point, the new point of the refrigerator after the moving. Now we'll take the question of think. Question number 90. Challenge. Let the point minus 3. Here we have a point is minus 3, 4. Let the point minus 3, 4 is an image of the point 3, 4. That meaning this is the original point and this is its reflection. Okay? Determine in which axis the reflection done. هي عندنا النقطة هي سالب 3 4 هي نقطة الانعكاس للنقطة الأصلية 3 4. يريد من عندنا we have to determine what is the reflection axis of reflection or reflection axis. يريد من عندنا نحدد محور الانعكاس اللي هو اشنو نشوف احنا. Since the reflection with respect to x we have to change the sign of y. So if we reflected the point with respect to x, the sign of y will be changed. But here we have changed the sign of x. Then the reflection of the point over y axis. Why? Because the sign of the first part of the point will be changed. احنا هنا الانعكاس يكون حول over y axis. الانعكاس حول المحور y. ليش؟ because the sign of the first part لأن إشارة الجزء الأول اللي هو x تتغير. يعني احنا نعرف إذا كان الانعكاس حول x إشارة الواي تتغير. أما إذا كان الانعكاس حول y إشارة الx تتغير. فإشارة الx تغيرت فيعني إنه الانعكاس حول x. هذا سؤال فكري يعني ما يحتاج له حل. سؤال آخر اللي هو 20 numerical sense. On which reflection angle. Question number 20. I will read the question. On which reflection angle the image of the point is itself? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? في أي نقطة دوران تكون يعني الصورة ونقطتها في أي تدوير أو انعكاس تكون النقطة يعني هي نفسها مع عقرب الساعة أو عكس عقرب الساعة. شنو هي القاعدة اللي قلت لكم عليها؟ تكون نفس القاعدة إذا كان طلب من عندنا دوران مع عقرب الساعة أو عكس عقرب الساعة. فإن روتيشن 180 اللي هو التدوير أو الدوران 180 درجة. إذا كان عكس عقرب الساعة أو مع عقرب الساعة هو نفس القاعدة اللي قلنا. Here we finished our lecture today. We solve all the question and exercise of this subject, of the subject reflection and rotation. Now thank you for listening and good luck.